In this video, we're comparing Maxtrax to treads. Which one's better? And of course, these views are our opinion, and you can make up your own opinion after you've seen this video. Hi, I'm Ronnie from Four Wheeling Western Australia, and let's compare these two. Okay, so let's start with the differences on these two. Now, for those who don't know, the orange boards in this video are the Maxtrax. The green and black ones, they're treads. Now, the main difference on these two is Maxtrax has two ramps, both ends, and the lugs are thinner, which you'll see in a close-up image there. On the tread, one ramp only. This end here is just basically a dead end. And the lugs are more like shaped like nuts, nuts and bolts nuts. Now, the other quite substantial difference is these go for around 270 to 300 Australian dollars, and these go for around 200 Australian dollars, and that's for a set of two. Now, you can get away with just having two, or you can fork out and get four. Now, these both weigh about 4 to 5 kilos each, so they're nice and lightweight, and they stack on top of each other nice and easy as well. You can stack 4 high with these, you can stack 4 high with those, no problem. And best spot to put these is on a roof rack or somewhere else. If you store these inside your vehicle, keep in mind you're on the sand, that's fine, but if you use these in mud, they're good for mud, you're going to have to chuck them back in the car again, aren't you? So keep them on the roof rack. Strength wise, in our experience, the Maxtrax is more superior than the treads. These seem to flex more without snapping, whereas these ones here, they can fracture. And it's like this black one we got here. It has a crack here. This crack happened just from the beach, and it wasn't our own vehicles on it. We actually helped someone who come past, 2 standard vehicles, and that's all it took to just put a fracture in that. A Maxtrax, personally, I haven't heard or seen any of these snapping, so that's why I'm rating these better than those. I'm not saying these are rubbish, these are excellent, but my preference is these ones here. Now, where the treads are kind of better than the Maxtrax is these lugs. Maxtrax say, do not spin wheels. It says no wheel spin on the board. What happens is these lugs get knocked off, and it's not like they get chopped off, they get melted off. The wheel spin heats it up and just melts the rubber. On these, personal experience, I haven't noticed too many of these ever coming off. On one of those black boards there, which are a couple of years old, only one of those has a lug that's come off. Apart from that. Now, on a recent trip, we had 4 of these green ones here. Now, these I borrowed off another mate this time, but the ones we used on the other trip, they all got snapped in the middle or fractured or something like that. This was Staples Line and Harvey. It was a big nasty hill towards the end there. We threw all 4 tracks in to try and get up this hill. And unfortunately, all 4 of these got ruined some way or another. Now what happened was, he took these back where he bought them from and got them replaced, no questions asked, and he paid a little bit extra and got the Maxtrax, because I advised him to, but otherwise he probably would have just got these again. Now, we had 3 cruisers at full pelt hitting them, and that's probably what snapped them. So now, yes, we did use the treads in that situation, but we have used these Maxtrax in a similar situation where we hit it full pelt with some cars, and this is the damage that's happened underneath. It's just pushed these over a bit. They still work, they're still good. As you can see here, the main problem with the Maxtrax is when you heat them up from wheel spin, these will melt off and snap off a lot easier too, which I just covered before. Now, when would you use these boards? Just in case you didn't know. Well, sand is the obvious one, and mud, you can use them in mud. Just be careful when you use them in a bog hole, because these can wedge down right deep and you will never see them again. I guarantee it, you will not get them back. Another thing you should know, when you do use these in mud, they will cake up with mud. Right now they weigh about 4 kilos each, but when you get some mud on these, they get real heavy, like you're talking 20 kilos easy. They just, you can see where they just fill up with mud. And you will not be able to clean this while you're out there. You're gonna have to take that mud home, and it will take you longer to clean your set of tracks than it will to clean your car. Trust me, I've done this many times. It is a pain in the ass. Okay folks, you've now seen recoveries done with both Maxtrax and the treads. So we would like to know what you think, and if you have these, what do you think about the Maxtrax? Or if you have treads, what do you think about the treads? Good things, bad things? We'd like to hear from you. See what your opinion is as well.
And so to our conclusion. Well, I personally prefer the Maxtrax, but Brian prefers the treads for sand recoveries. He thinks they're better for that. So that's our opinion, and let us know your opinion. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you out there. See ya.